So today's episode is going to be all about Hub Miami. It's an amazing building that is being constructed in downtown Miami, also known as Miami WorldCenter. And there's other videos that I have in my channel that show you about that. And of course, you could always reach out to me for more details. But Yuri is going to go ahead and give us a presentation and give us all the information regarding this building that is project that's being sold and how you can own your own unit and what is involved in the units, what's the percentage that is available as far as studios, bedrooms, and how that is being sold. So Yuri, thank you for being with me today, and I'll let you take over.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Bibi, for having me, and welcome everyone. As Bibi mentioned, I'm one of the sales executives for the newest project we have. It's called Hub Miami. They'll be located in downtown. So on a high level, what's great about this project, first of all, is timing. So we just started sales about 2 months ago. We actually just opened the showroom this week. So as far as the investment, right now we're still first level pricing. So as we make more sales, developers will be increasing the prices. The other good thing here about this development that you have no rental restrictions, which means you can rent the units daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. The other good thing is not a condo hotel, it's a regular condominium. In this case, you can live in the unit full time, or you can do a combination of both, where you use the unit when you're in Miami and then have it rented when you're out of town. Okay, let me share my screen.
And one more. Why you share your screen, because a lot of people don't understand the difference between a condo hotel or a condominium, and that's really important to understand when you're purchasing as an investor, because condos,
yes,
this gives you more flexibility when it comes to deciding.
Exactly. So here, the main difference, in condo hotels, you usually have a lot of restrictions. Usually they only let you stay like 30 days or 60 days at a time. Usually you have a lot of blackout dates, and usually you cannot occupy the unit, all year round. Here we don't have this. So if your clients want to live in the unit full time, they can, or if they want to, do a combination of both, it's also very flexible. Okay. And another good thing here, it's the pricing. We're basically about $1,050 per square foot. All the units come fully finished and furnished, which, today I believe we're one of the best priced projects in Miami.
Yeah, and basically in that area, price square footage has gone between 1,200 to 1,300. So PSF is 1,050. So pay attention to that. And
exactly. And if you look at other areas like Brickell or Wynwood, some of the projects selling for 1,500-1,700 a square foot.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the area and the location. So the project itself will be located in downtown Miami. The great thing about this area that you have all the museums, all the parks, entertainment, everything's here within walking distance. The lot itself is right here. So we're basically just west of the Bright Line, right? So half a block. Bright Line is the high-speed train. Recently, they opened service all the way to Orlando, making stops in Ventura, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. Later, they're planning to do extension to Disney World as well as to Tampa. Then 4 blocks east from us, you have the arena. So all the basketball games, concerts, events, different shows, all being handled here. Right here, you have 2 museums. You have Perez Art Museum. Here you have Frost Museum of Science. Right here on top, you have Adrian Arts Center of Performing Arts. So all the Broadway shows, theaters, opera, all take place here. Here on the bottom, you have Bayfront Park. That's where they host Ultra Music Festival. That's where they do a lot of outdoor events, concerts, marathons, all right here. Here to the right, you have Miami Cruise Port, which is #1 cruise port in the world. You have about 6.5 million passengers that go on cruises out of Miami, right? Right now, the largest cruise ship, which is by Royal Caribbean, Icon of the Sea, it's the home base for this cruise ship is Port of Miami. It's over 8,000 passengers. Okay.
And that's important that you mention that, because a lot of people that are coming for cruises are looking for locations to stay in this area so they can, and they can take the Bright Line, go to Orlando, come back and take their cruise. So I have a
Exactly.
video that talks about
Exactly.
that as well. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, most of the people that go on cruises, majority of them out of town. So most of them arrive like 2-3 days before. Many cases they'll stay after, like Phoebe said, they'll take a trip to Orlando. So it's definitely, and also the closer, to the port you are, the easier as far as commute and everything. All right. In general, the project is very central, right? You're 9 blocks to Brickell, so about 5-10 minutes. North, you have Wynwood Design District, Midtown, about 10 minutes away. Beaches to the right, about 10 minutes, and airport to the left, about 15-20 minutes. The other good thing here about this development that we're 1 block from Miami WorldCenter, which is the second largest mixed-use development in the US. It's second only to Hudson Yards in New York, right? So what's great about being that close to Miami WorldCenter, that it changed the area completely. It's, big master plan, all the infrastructure brand new, the streets, the sidewalks, the landscaping, everything is built from ground up. The second benefit that you will have a lot of retail and a lot of restaurants. So you basically will have 2 promenades. One promenade will go from the arena to the Bright Line, like this, east to west. The other promenade will go from here north, eventually will be extended all the way to Adrian Ash Center. And then here in the middle, they're doing like a big plaza, and that's where will be one of the largest Apple stores, okay, which is currently under construction. As far as this is how the promenades will look, right? So it's very cool, very pedestrian friendly, and you have stores and retail and restaurants on both sides.
And I have
as far as the
I'll link in the description so that you can see below
yeah,
what
of course,
that is all about with Miami WorldCenter as well.
Perfect. As far as the retail for Miami WorldCenter, about 300,000 square feet already been built, about 130,000 still to be completed. We're about 90% on the LOIs and the letters of intent, and they're signing contracts right now, and actually first stores already open. So Lucid Motors is open, Lululemon, Sephora, Ray-Ban, L'Oreal, which is a French bistro by Michelin star chef, it's already open. The list that you see here, those are the upcoming stores that will be open later this year. So some of the big ones, we have Maple and Ash. It's actually one of the best steakhouses from Chicago. They're opening one in Miami WorldCenter. They're opening one in Beverly Hills. Then you have Juvia, which is famous restaurant from Miami Beach. They actually moving to Miami WorldCenter as well. Then we will have Bolero, which is a bowling alley. Then we'll have Club Studio, which is like high-end fitness center. So kind of like Equinox, so same level. And plus you have, 10 plus restaurants this year, and then more will open the following years. Okay. All right, for developers for Hub Miami, we have a great team. The lead developers from Chicago is a company called John Buck Company. They've been in business since 1981. They've done over 47 million square feet. So just to give you an idea, it's like 47 towers of 60 stories, right? So they do a lot of different projects. They do a lot of offices, retail, residential, mixed use. So they, vertically integrated. They develop in multiple states. But these are some of the recent projects they've done in Chicago area. Then these ones here, they've done out of state. So they also do projects in Washington, D.C., in Colorado, in Philadelphia. They also did this amazing project in Dubai as well. Then locally, they have 3 local partners. So we have Florida Value Partners. They've been in business since 2008. They do a lot of residential projects. Then we have BH Group, which is a great developer. They've been partners with Related on a number of projects. So today they completed over 1,000 luxury units, and they have about 1,500 units under construction. So right now they district 225 is under construction. Also, they build in Crosby right now. They doing sales for 6 Fisher Island, and they completed Hyde and Hallandale, Paraiso Bayviews, SLS Puerto Madero. So they're one of the biggest developers in Miami. And the final partner is PEB Enterprises. So they've been in business since 1973. They do a lot of different projects in South Florida and Central Florida. Okay, I think this is very important to have local partners. You know, some developers, they come out of state, they're trying to do, you know, projects themselves, but the laws are different, the permitting, the whole process basically is different. So my suggestion always to find, you know, local partners that are non-Miami market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the tower itself looks like this. So it's all glass. It'll have 41 stories and 306 units. Okay. The great thing about this tower, which is kind of new for Miami, that half of the building will be offices and then residential units will be on top. So the benefits, first of all, the residential units will start on 23rd floor. So all of them higher up from the street level, you have, you know, great views. The second benefit, that besides renting the units short term, now you can rent the units long term to people that work in the building or people that come for meetings or any job transfers, you know, things like that. Okay. As how it's going to work, we'll have 2 separate lobbies. So it'll be separate residential lobby and separate lobby for offices. We'll have separate elevators and separate amenities. So amenities for offices will be right here on the 8th floor. And then for residential units, amenities will be on 22nd floor and the rooftop.
And how many elevators does the building have?
Elevators, we have 4.
4.
That will be strictly for you know, residential units, and then for the offices, again, completely separate elevator shafts, separate elevators.
I think you had the screen before that you were sharing the bedrooms and the studios, like their square footage ranges. Just to kind of like
let me see, maybe it's stuck. Is it switching or no?
Yes, it's there we go.
Let me see.
And come back with probably you're looking at their studios, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. So he's gonna take us.
The switch now?
Yeah, it's switching. You have world-class landmark.
Yes, perfect. Okay. So in general, for the office component, you know, if you look nationwide, office market is not in the best shape, right? So right now, the vacancy for US is about 17%. Certain markets like New York is 20%, Seattle is 22%, San Francisco is about 30% vacant. Miami market is a lot stronger than the rest of the country. Today, the vacancy rate is about 8%, which is in line with, you know, historic numbers. The reasons why, I mean, first of all, there hasn't been a single major office development in the last 20 years in downtown and Brickell area. Right, so right now they're doing 1 office tower on Brickell. It's like 97% leased up. You have Microsoft taking 30,000 square feet. You have Citadel moving there. All the major hedge funds, law firms. That's the first reason. The second reason, because the office buildings that were done 20 years ago that used to be Class A, now they're aging, right? So now they're more like Class B and Class C. So in many cases, those companies looking to upgrade, they might not take the space as large as they used to have, but they want to have Class A product, they want to have better amenities, better security. Okay, so like the Class A office market for Miami, it's actually very, very strong today. All right, so for offices, we'll have 245,000 square feet. Again, it's for lease only. And John Bach Company, who is a developer, they're handling the leasing. Then this is the lobby for the offices right here. So very modern, very elegant. Then residential lobby like this. So you have double height ceiling, you have concierge, front desk, security, you have valet parking. Then if we look at the rooftop, we have rooftop swimming pool, we have lots of lounges, cabanas, we have hammocks. Then here to the right, you have Sky Lounge with a bar and lots of sitting areas. And you have 2 outdoor dining areas. Okay, so this is the swimming pool. I'm sorry, Bibi, can you see the screen okay now?
Yes, yes, we could see the screen.
Okay, perfect.
Because
Perfect. So the
show like the floor plans of the studios and the 1 bedrooms.
Okay, it probably got stuck.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Sorry, guys.
Always, right?
Okay, swimming pool like this, rooftop. I love the rooftop swimming pools. First of all, because of the views, and second, because you're not going to have shade from your own buildings or buildings next door. So the pool deck will always be sunny. This is the pool deck west view. Then we have Sky Lounge on the 41st floor. Then we have also Sky Lounge different view. And then the rest of the amenities on the 22nd floor. So basically you have great size gym, they'll be facing east. You have indoor yoga, you have outdoor yoga. Here you have a spa with sauna, treatment room, and cold plunge. Right here you have co-working spaces with conference rooms. Here you have another, like a second club lounge with a bar and lots of sitting areas. And then this whole section here is actually outdoor. So we have summer kitchen, we have 2 outdoor dining areas, we have picnic area with a fire pit, and then we have lots of outdoor sitting areas. Okay, in total for amenities, we have about 37,000 square feet, which, you know, for 306 units is actually very generous. So this is the lounge on the 22nd floor. So here you can host events, parties, birthdays. The other difference here between you know, this condominium versus condo hotels, that here you basically you book the space. Most cases they'll require like security deposit and cleaning fee, and that's it, right? If you staying in a condo hotel or any hotel for that matter, all of those amenities are big revenue generators for the hotel property. So in most cases, you know, it's very expensive, right? If you need to use conference room, it's probably $1,000 a day. For spaces like this, you know, they'll charge 3,000, 5,000 per day. Fitness center like this, which is very cool, and it's all glass and it's east facing. Then you have yoga, the indoor and outdoor. Then you have spa with treatment room, sauna, and cold plunge. Then you have co-working spaces that also, you know, all the owners or, you know, tenants can use. Okay, for rentals, as we mentioned before, it's very flexible. If you decide to rent a unit short term, you'll have 3 options. You can manage the unit yourself. Second option, you can use third-party management, or the third option, you can use the in-house company. And again, because it's not a condo hotel, you're not obligated to use just the, you know, in-house. So you're welcome to try the in-house if for whatever reason you're not happy, or if you'd like to be, you know, more involved, you're welcome to, you know, switch it to self-management or bring in third party to manage your unit. All the units come fully finished and furnished. So the furniture is actually included in price. We'll have porcelain flooring all throughout. We will have Italian kitchen by Italcraft, like this wooden look. All the countertops will be quartz backsplash as well, and then all the appliances will be by Bosch. Bedrooms like this, right? So same flooring, you have beautiful 9-foot ceilings, you have floor-to-ceiling windows. The unit doesn't come with accessories, so like no like silverware, plates, linens, things like that. So those will be the owners will have to provide, or the management company can assist the owners with all of that.
So they would
And
have
then bathrooms,
like the linens and the plates.
yeah, exactly, plates, silverware, and, you know, and I prefer this way because not everyone will be renting the unit short term. I would say majority of the owners are, you know, clients that looking to have a place in Miami, They spend a couple times per year. So when they're in Miami, they'll use the unit and they'll have it rented, rest of the year. And some clients will, use the unit themselves full time, or they'll rent it long term. Okay. For the bathrooms, like this, so you have porcelain flooring as well as the rest of the unit. You have the same cabinetry as the kitchen by Italcraft. You have quartz countertops. In the showers, we have this cool tile. You have porcelain tile, and then all the fixtures will be in black matte finish, so it's super easy to maintain and clean. It doesn't stain that easy. All right, for the units, we have studios plus den, 1 bedrooms plus den, and 2 bedrooms, right? The views, so this would be the north side of the building, right here on top. On the bottom, you have south, which will be the view of downtown and Brickell. To the right, you have east towards the water. And then to the left, you have west, which is sunset, beautiful sunset views.
Mm-hmm.
Price point, so studios from about 500,000 and up. 1 bedrooms, high 600 and up. 1 bedroom plus den. This is actually my favorite units because in studio and 1 bedroom, you sleep up to 4 people, but in 1 bedroom plus den, you can sleep up to 6, right? So, and the way I like to explain, if you have a family of 3 going on a cruise, they arrive in 3 days before, they'll be okay in any hotel, they'll be okay in any studio. But if you have larger family of like 5 or 6, now hotel becomes very expensive because now you need 2 hotel rooms. Now you need to pay for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 6 people. Now you're paying for your laundry. Here, you can stay in 1 bedroom plus den. You have full kitchen, you have washer and dryer, and you're staying together and you're saving money, right? So 1 plus den would be from around 700,000 and up. And then 2 bedrooms also, those are great units. They're about 850,000 and up, depending on, orientation and the size. Okay. What else? HOA is about $1.35 per square foot, including reserves. Right now we're doing, yes. No, we're trying to keep it reasonable, but with all the cost and inflation, it's hard and harder to do. But I think it's $1.35 is one of the best price ones. What else? Right now we're doing reservations. We started reservations about 2 months ago, so it's 10% now to reserve the unit and block the price. Even if inflation goes up, there's no escalation clause, which means the price will not, increase for the owner. So it's a great opportunity to get in on an early, stage. The contract will be in about 3 months from now, so it'll be an additional payment of 10%. Then groundbreaking, start of construction will be in the fall this year, so the additional 10%. Then another 10% will be middle of 25 when we reach 8th floor. Then after that, beginning of 26, when we reach the top of, basically the last floor of the building, will be another 10%. And then 50% will be at closing, which is expected at Q1 2027, right? At closing, the remaining 50% could be financed, depending, on the lender, buyer's, credit, income, balance sheet, could be refinanced as well. Instead of, financing 50%, 60, 70% could be financed, and part of the deposit will go back to the buyers. Questions? Comments?
I think questions, we'll leave them to reach out to me. My information is below, and we can hop on with Yuri and pick out your unit and get some questions asked. Thank you so much, Yuri, for taking the time today. And
my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Quick information. And again, there's more for you to see as far as to absorb with me and Yuri. And again, my information is below. Just reach out to me and I'm here to help you. Thank you so much.